Our first stocking didn't go so great. Put a nice big long scratch in the side. What's our plan for lines? What are you going to grab first, going that we're bow in?
I have no idea.
Well, how are you going to step off if we go bow in?
I don't know.
We have to talk about a plan. What line are you going to put on first?
I don't know.
So what's our plan for lines? What line are you going to cleat first?
I don't
you
know
can't
yet.
say I don't know. I need a plan.
We've sailed over 20,000 nautical miles. We've crossed oceans, we know our boat, and yet we still make mistakes, big ones. I damaged our catamaran in Cape Town. Dennis has struggled to stay grounded as first mate, and when I feel like I'm not enough, my tone gets harsh, sometimes even cutting. We both had moments we're not proud of, but they're shaping how we lead and live aboard Gotfo. This is our real story. We're headed to Turkey, but this video isn't about a destination. It's about the uncomfortable, necessary, messy process of becoming a better captain, a better teammate, and a better partner. If you know me well, you have probably seen my sharpness, my controlling. I can come off strong, bossy, even cold. This is so incredibly hard to face, let alone publicly announce it, but it's real. Underneath all of my hard exterior, I'm really a love bug. I like to connect with people. I love animals. I want to lift people up. But when the pressure builds, when the sails are flapping, when nobody's on comms, everything feels out of sync. It's not just stressful. It feels apocalyptic for me. It's like everything's gonna fall apart, and it's all on me to hold it together. That fear makes me charge forward like a bull. I'm blind to the hurt that I cause in the process, and I've been at my worst with crew, especially when I feel they're not tuned in or pulling their weight. I get tunnel vision. I snap. I push. When under stress, I'm no longer grounded with my love bug energy. My tone and my delivery are horrible. It doesn't come from malice. It comes from something deeper. I really struggle with worthlessness, something my abusive father reinforced, and no one was there to protect me. So when things start to go wrong, I panic. I try to control everything around me so I don't spiral inside from wanting things to go right, from trying to protect the boat, from trying to protect everyone on the boat. I take that responsibility so deeply. But now I see how my harshness lands with other people, and I feel horrible. I see how it can make people feel small and feel unsafe. I'm so sorry. That's not the type of person I want to be, and that's not the type of captain I want to be. But I'm working hard to change. I meditate daily. I do yoga, not as much as I should. I come up with daily mantras to reinforce who I want to become and how I want to be. I want to stay grounded in my love bug heart, the part of me that leads with love, with care, not control. Dennis and I couldn't be better matched. I love him with all my heart. Ever want to lose you? You are the best partner, soulmate, first mate, everything mate that I could ever ask for.
One of the things Anne and I talked about is wanting to improve our relationship, especially our communication. I think we're both strong individuals, and sometimes we clash, and it doesn't bring out the best in us. I think by nature, I think I'm a very fun-loving person, jovial, like to have laughs, and take light of the situation. But when there's stressful situations that arise, it doesn't bring out the best in me.
Fuck! Fucking done! Fucking done!
I regret things that I've said, that I've done, but I'm actively working on improving those things in terms of how I treat her, because she's the most important person to me, and I love her dearly. I don't think there's anybody else that I could be better matched with. You know, we were making fart jokes at the hospital yesterday. Meanwhile, she's getting a diagnosis of potentially having pneumonia. I don't know anybody else, rather than to be with anybody else that couldn't do that and see the light in the situation despite the gravity. I have my shortcomings. I think her idea of doing this video where we are a little more honest and open with our shortcomings and the trials, tribulations, and frustrations and complexities of living together on a boat 24/7 present. Working on those things. I want to improve my communication with her because there's nobody else that I would rather spend and do this lifestyle with.
We both lose ourselves when ego takes over. He explodes. His ego says, "Don't blame me." I get harsh. My ego says, "Don't forget me." But neither of us wants to hurt the other. We just don't always know how to stay connected when we feel threatened or like we're not enough. This is our attempt to change that, not with perfection, but with honesty and love. Next episode, the avoidable mistake that broke one of our shackles, and how we're changing our crew communication and setup to prevent it happening again. You don't want to miss it.